Welcome back to the Maelstrom, ladies and gentlemen. We have another Warhammer 40,000 battle report for you today. 2,000 points, Necrons versus Blood Angels. We're playing Surging Strike with Big Guns Never Tire as the mission. The Blood Angels will be in the corner back here with the mountain, and the Necrons will be down here with the fortifications. We have 4 objectives on the table. One is in the trench system, there. One is in the center. One is on top of the hill. And the 4th is down here at the base of the mountain. So those are our objectives, and that is the table. We will be right back with armies. First up, we have the Blood Angels, 2,000 points. Josh is going to walk us down his force.
So my warlord is a chaplain, and his warlord trait is Speed of the Primarch. So he is base initiative 5 for this match. He has a jump pack, and he is with 10 Death Company with jump packs. They have a single guy with a Thunderhammer and a bolter. Then for my troops, I have a 10-man tactical squad in a Rhino. They have a Flamer, Heavy Flamer, Combi Flamer on their Veteran Sergeant, who also has a Power Fist. Then I have 2 5-man tactical squads that have Melta Bombs on the Sergeant, Plasma Guns, and they are in Razorbacks that have Las Cannons and Twin-Link Plasma Guns. Then for rounding out my elites, I have a Dreadnought, a Furioso. He has a Frag Cannon and a Heavy Flamer. And Magna Grapple, he's in a drop pod that has a Deathwind launcher. Fast attacks, I have 2 assault squads, 10 men strong, with double Melta Guns and Veteran Sergeants with Power Fists. Then for heavy supports, I have 2 identical Bell Predators with Heavy Bolter Sponsons and a Vindicator with a Siege Shield.
Alright, so there it is, 2,000 points of Blood Angels. Necrons are next, 2,000 points. We have a Combined Arms Detachment, which is led by Nemesaur Zandric. He is running with 5 Lich Guard with Hyperphase Swords and Dispersion Shields. We have 2 groups of 10 Immortals and 2 groups of 15 Warriors for our troops choices. We have a fast attack of 3 regular Destroyers. I painted them up as my first unit and never played them, so I want to give them a go. And then we have a Doombringer, Deathbringer, the special formation, got 2 of them Doom sides. And then 2 Triarch Stalkers, which are part of the Combined Arms Detachment. Then we also have a Canoptic Harvest with a basic Spider, 5 bases of Scarabs, and 3 Wraiths with Whip Coils. So that is the Necron half, 2,000 points. You've seen the armies, and you've seen the table. We will be back following deployment and show you the siege roll, and then we'll get down to business. Setup is complete. The Necrons won the roll, allowed the Blood Angels to set up first. They have their assault squads and their Death Company competing across the mountain here. Dreadnought is waiting to come in still. Got the tank wedge up here on the flank. The Necrons responded by deploying their warriors across the front with Immortals in the second rank. Then we have the Canoptic Harvest here along with one of the Stalkers. Second Stalker here. Zandric and his bodyguard here. And then the heavy destroyers, or the destroyers on the flank. Obviously the scythes are in reserve. The Blood Angels are going first unless the Necrons can seize the initiative. And they do not. So Blood Angels will be going first, and we will be back following turn 1. Blood Angel turn 1 rolls to an end. Dreadnought tried to land here on the flank to try to block some line of sight. He scattered 12 inches here. Jumped out and was able to kill 2 warriors total. My save reanimation was crazy good. Marines jumped here, took the center to find an explosive objective. They checked which other one? This one with the Dreadnought, nothing of note. Oh yeah, explosive. See if it blows up. It does not. So rest of the assault company is moving around the flank. Tanks all moved up, made flat outs except for the Vindicator. He fired here, was able to destroy 2 warriors. So 2 warriors from each squad down. Necron turn 1 coming up. Turn 1 is over. The Necrons all repositioned to fire into the center. Did 1 damage point to the Vindicator. Killed 8 Marines. Well, I don't know what I was thinking here. Did 2 damage points to the Dreadnought and then decided, oh, I'll shoot this and Furious charge him, and lost one of my Lich Guard, failed my charge. And he's going to survive to shoot, and I didn't get first blood. So silly decision there for me. We'll see how bad it hurts me in the late game. But 1 damage point from the drop pod. Immobilized the Dreadnought and knocked 2 points out of him. That is turn 1. The 2 Marines that survived here did fall back. They're in the middle of the armor pool now. Turn 2 coming up. Blood Angels turn 2 is ended. The Assault Marines are closing the flank here. Fired a ton of stuff in on these Immortals. 3 rends off the frag cannon, made 2 of the 3 rends, failed like 4 armor saves, and made every single one of their animations. Warriors, however, did not get so lucky. Vindicator round did what it does best, killed 6 warriors, lost 2 more to the strength 5 from here. So terrible luck. Also lost 1 down here to an exploding objective. Just pooey stuff. Plasma Gunner did do me a favor and blow himself up. But 2 of the bases of Scarabs went down. 1 took a wound. Gotta love reanimation protocols. That was it. Warriors in the center stuck despite their terrible luck. They're down to 4 guys now. We will go into Necron turn 2, see if we get any support from the air, and we will be back following that action. Bottom of turn 2 comes to a close. The destroyers are on point today. They have now wounded with 12 out of 12 shots. 5 Death Company failed their Feel No Pains. The 6th one went down to a shot from the Stalker. Then the destroyers backed off here. Immortals all braced up and fired here. Were able to kill 6 of the Assault Marines. They did hold. The 5 Warriors will finally pick their game up, wrecked this thing, and finished it. We got 1 of the sides. It came on and hit the Vindicator with a Death Ray shot and turned it to glass. The Scarabs and the Wraiths charged here and were able to wreck both of the Bell Predators. Spider moved up. Infantry are still stumbling forward. See if their objective blows up, because I forgot to. It did not blow up this turn. That is turn 2. Blood Angels turn 3 coming up. Blood Angels turn 3 rolls to an end. Some big pickups there for their damage. The Spiders and the Wraiths both went down. The Scarabs, rather. No big surprise there with all these flame weapons. That wiped all of them out. 5 of 5 damage conversion on the Wraiths, failed 4 armor saves and died like a dog. This guy, no big surprise there either. The Razorbacks fired on him and killed him, so the Scarab formation was wiped out. We did lose these Immortals down to 1 man. He fled combat. He punched 1 Death Company down and got out of there. These guys tried to make a charge, lost 1 man on Overwatch, and were unable to finish their charge into the next squad. So 9 Immortals down, the entire Scarab, or the entire Canoptic group annihilated. We will see if the other Doomscythe comes on and continue with turn 3. This is turn 3. I've rolled once for my flyers. So bottom of turn 3 coming up. Turn 3 rolls to a close. The Blood Angels are going to go ahead and call it there. The other Doomscythe did not show up. The first one did move down here. He destroyed the front Razorback with his Tesla carbines. These warriors moved up out of the trench system, fired here, and were able to kill all 4 warriors. The Stalker fired through the gap there, blew up the other Razorback, and killed the Plasma Gunner in the explosion. What else? Down here, the Assault Marines went down to the Immortals' way to fire. The Lich Guard rolled a 2, so Zandric went ahead and fired, killed 1 of the Death Company with his Staff of Light. The 3 Destroyers fired, killed another one, and the Stalker got the other 2, the Chaplain and the Thunderhammer. And the Destroyers moved this way to try to close the gap, start firing on these guys. The Marines down here did unfortunately pin, so they were unable to move in this coming turn. So at that point, he's going to go ahead and call it. We will have army lists and after action reviews as always at the blog. Leave us a comment on what we could have done differently. Let me know what you think about the new Necron list. I enjoyed this one a lot more. It wasn't nearly as static. We will, as always, post updates on Facebook, so that's the best way to get a hold of us. Just look us up on Facebook at Enter the Maelstrom. And if you want to put your Marines on some of these pretty bases that we have his on, the Cork and stuff is addition, but they are 32mm bases for sale through Enter the Maelstrom. We'll have a link in the description of this video to find some of those. So as always, guys, we appreciate you spending time with us at the Maelstrom. Give us a subscribe if you're interested in seeing more, and we will catch you next time.